one item, and that is waste management. And I prefer to talk only about waste management because of a reason. My colleague knows Cabinet tasked me after Kitezi to develop the national waste management policy, because as you've heard, waste management is decentralized. I've been trying to fidget with this, but today I got people from India and Pakistan to share with me what they have done in their countries and elsewhere. So without repeating Kenneth's presentation, let me say one word in 6 letters. You know, it's lichets, L-I-C-E-T-S. L-I-C-E-T-S. From my discussion with those people, and we're going to engage them because Kampala is fidgeting with Kitezi, and we have tried to help them. They needed where to put it. We went to Entebbe, the mayor said, no, it's too much for us. 2,500 metric tons of waste a day. We can't manage it. Then we went to Katikolo in Mukono. Mukono has now closed, saying, Mr. Government, we have tried our best. So we went to Kira Nasana, they gave us a place in Memvu. It's 30 acres, it's been just bush, but they had bought it for that. And I thought I would share this, those which I captured from those friends in those 6 letters. Letter number 1 is L. It stands for life. And I'm here to call on the local government leaders. Let's prioritize life. We stand for service delivery. And most of the cases, we look at services because the beneficiaries tend to complain. Health. If a patient goes to the health unit and there are no drugs, the fellow will complain. Education. If anything happens in the school, students know how to riot. Unfortunately, garbage does not complain. You can pile and pile and push more, it will not complain. And we forget that garbage is life. Mishandle it, you are mishandling life. So I'm here to say local governments, let's value life as a priority. Losing 30 people plus at a go has been one of the most difficult things for governments to bear. And you don't lose them because of a sickness. You don't lose them because of an accident. You lose them because garbage has piled and piled and piled until it takes life. In all that we do, let us prioritize life. Otherwise, we shall lose our reason of existence. The second letter is I. I stands for innovation. Innovation. And here my brother saying, how can you be a city without a disposal site? How can you be a municipality without a landfill? No, sir. No, madam. I don't want to agree with you. But they played for me the videos of what happens in other countries. And I like the phrase, waste is a resource which you have misplaced. It's simply a waste, it's still a burden. in your budget, it's on the expenditure side, simply because as Africans we are locking our brains. We're just refusing to think. And some of us have studied environmental health. Some of us have studied technology for everything. So we brought in a team from Ghana, Ghanaians, to come and help us in Kitezi. Because we Ugandans have failed to know what to do with it. And indeed, you remember Honorable Kabyanga, the Minister of Kampala said, this group, they don't need any payment. They only need us to allow them to go to Kitezi. How can a Ghanaian love your waste more than you? Really? Somebody comes from Ghana because they love waste from Uganda? Really? And what is in the waste? Dead dogs, feces, the kitchen throwaways. And somebody travels all the way from Ghana and does not ask you for a coin. And our wonderful experts don't sit and say, what is he looking for? What is there? What has? And they said, oh, they have come with a plane full of people. What are they looking for? Really? You still believe that this waste, which is 90% organic, is a problem for us in local government? It must be on the expenditure side. And a Ghanaian comes here to take it and make money out of it. So, these Indians I met today, they are ready. Looking for any one town which is ready, which has some land, which has garbage, which is a problem to them. They are going to churn it into fertilizer and sell it to us. Can you imagine? You throw away things, then somebody turns them around, then you buy them. They are ready to process electricity for you, Mr. Municipality or city, and load it on the national grid and pay you. That's what the brain can do. And I don't blame colleagues who came to attend the conference or the General Assembly, and after listening to a few speeches, they went away. Okay. They came to attend speeches. I thought the General Assembly is actually tomorrow. When you go through your report of last year, the budget, the audits, and so on. Above all, you have ministers here with you, and you walk away. You came to kasese to do what? What are you saying? Unless you are looking for what kasese means, the waraji. You are having in your budget money to pay certain people to remove garbage from your town. Time is coming when they will pay you. I received a team from Sweden, and they were in Bujumbura, and I told KCCA, can we bring them here? They were in Bujumbura doing what we want them to do here. And KCCA said, for us, we have finished with Ghanaians, we don't want to hear anything. The Swedish company had told me they want to buy waste from the homesteads. How much do you pay? Me, I pay 70,000 per month. Every Tuesday, somebody puts their garbage in the black polythene papers, bags, and then they come and collect it. And I pay 70,000. This company is ready to say, when you have collected it, we are going to give you bins which are in colors. Red is for organic, yellow is for plastic, blue is for whatever. Just to do that, pack it in your bags. When we come to collect it, we shall weigh it and we shall pay you. Tell me that there is any garbage which will remain in Kampala. People will simply come for it even from your homes. Say, help me, let me help you take this. Honorable Minister, we still have to move a step as Africa to move our brain beyond the sleeping mode. Waste is a problem to us in local government simply because we are putting it in the wrong place. We have not noticed that it is a resource. So somebody wants it for plastic bottles, and you saw the pictures. Plastic bottles can build a house. A group from Naja na Nkumbi visited me. These are young people. They said, now, we want to negotiate with you about Kitezi. You allow us to go and pick glass, only the broken glass. So your windows are broken, you think this is waste? And the bottles are broken, you have drunk enough beers, you have thrown away the bottles. Somebody is looking for that broken bottle. So I asked them, what do you want to do with this? They said, and they were frank with me. They said, Mr. Government, give us 45 million shillings to buy a machine, which we know, because we are still using a small rudimentary thing. We are going to crush the glass into sand, which we mix into cement and we build. We make concrete blocks. That's when I remembered, somewhere in Masaka, I don't know if there is somebody from Masaka here, somewhere in Chanamukaka, there is on the lake side, there is sand which we buy, and that sand is taken to make glass. And these guys are in Naja na Nkumbi, they are not far away. They are saying, just allow us to go and pick the glass. Help us as government, buy us a 45 million shilling machine. Then we solve your problem of glass as waste. You can go on and on and on. On Mikiana Road, I told the city mayors the other day, a lady in a hotel written on Masheda. Now, as you go back to Kampala, those will go to Kampala. Just look at the places around Buloba. There's a hotel on the way to Kampala called Masheda. Down in the valley, the lady has constructed her 50 ponds of fish. How does she feed the fish? She has a company called 7 Hills in Kampala. Some people may have heard of it. These young people collect the garbage, but they only need the biodegradable garbage, the organic waste. They load it on the trucks, they take it to her, she pays them. She puts the garbage in a small room, not even a quarter of this place. And all that she does, subject them to flies, black flies. And they produce maggots, which maggots are the best nutrient in terms of fish feed. Colleagues, I'm talking about innovation. Unless you, Mr. Town Clerk or Madam Mayor, ever sit and you say, what was the minister talking about? How can garbage be our problem when it can actually become animal feed? When it can actually become fertilizer, and I want to buy fertilizer for my farm. When it can become metal waste, which you can recycle into these steel-making companies. So we must modernize, and we must tap into science. When I said, so a landfill is only here in Africa. Now Kampala came to us in cabinet the other day. They want to buy 400 acres because they have so much tonnage of roof. Colleagues, it is enough itself. Just clean it, allow somebody to bring a factory, it is more than enough land. They'll manufacture fertilizers, they'll package it and sell it. They'll manufacture recyclable waste in terms of plastics and sell it to plastic companies. They'll get the paper, and sell it to the paper companies. Just to go there and see how many people have jobs in Kitezi. What are they doing? Exactly what Kenneth was saying. Sort at base. When you sort at the landfill, you multiply the cost by more than 20%. So I'm here to appeal to the urban authorities. You are not like councillors from the sub-county. I'm talking to leaders of towns. Let's open our brain. Challenge yourself. Go to the university. Ask for a professor to come and sit with you in council. They are here. Tap into them. I am challenging you. I want to see a council budget reflecting waste, garbage as an income. Now this company from Sweden were ready to come with their trucks. They don't even need your trucks because you are giving them a raw material. You can imagine here in Kerembe, this is where copper is. This MP is sitting, the MP of copper. And the other day, this wonderful investor wanted to take 30,000 metric tons of raw material, saying we are going to test it. Our copper is high quality copper. Point number 3, it is a C. C means commitment. Commitment to what? Commitment by the leader to enforce change. Commitment by the leader to account. Commitment by the leader to lead. You were sworn in May 2021. 22 1 year, 23 1 year, 24 1 year. We are in the 4th year. And I don't want to know what will happen in the next annual General Assembly. You may get less attendance because people will be out, they are very busy with other things. The question is, Your Worship, what change have you effected in the 4 years? What changed? At least one little thing of saying, I have left a clean city. Let those who come after you become filthy. But say, I have left a clean city. I have left more revenue. I like my mayor, the mayor of Luweru. Kind of stand up for recognition, you know. A very vibrant young man. He can give you his story. Property tax. A big shift from 400 million to how much now? 1.6 billion. A town council. From 400 million to 1.6 billion. He's here. Maybe if I talked about him when he was not here, I would say what His Majesty is saying. Now, how are you going to manage waste? When you give me a reply like, I got in the committee, you know, Cabinet put up a subcommittee to manage it and so. So, in one of the meetings, the Minister of Works gave them tractors and wheel loaders and graders and everything. And then wonderful cases here said, but sir, we don't have fuel. Can you believe that? So I give you great praise, my son. Then you say you even need the bed sheets. Really? So there must be commitment. Commitment to ensure that we mobilize the revenue. Commitment to make sure that we account. Commitment to make sure that we deliver. Why have the trucks for garbage? No. With her deputy, with the person in charge of environment. Because the report was produced that there was a problem. Madam ED, I'm here to inform you that there is a crack. And sooner or later, we are going to have a problem. Action taken, 0. Argument, no money. I want to emphasize commitment. Unless, as leaders, we commit to cause change, then we shall be like passing shadows. And it's a shame that you come 2, 3, 4 years. Some people are even in their 9th term of office. Somebody has been elected 5 years, comes back another 5 years, another 5 years. And you say, but the city is getting worse. Why are these people electing you? Commitment to change. Commitment to account. Account meaning act, do what you're supposed to do at the right time, in the right place, in the right manner. Commitment to mobilize revenue. Because you are not going to manage waste unless you have some money to buy a truck. In the last 12 months, I saw a number of municipalities, not even cities, buying their own garbage trucks with their own cash. You can go to see Chira. I don't know whether Chira is here. Town clerk or the mayor or somebody. Find out. A modern truck, not the ones we are giving, we government. These guys have bought a truck which sorts the garbage itself, packages this one, takes the other one, and so on, with their own money. Point number 8. Enforcement. We are called authority, urban authority, local authority. The word authority means you have some muscle. How can you be the one complaining? This morning I got a phone call from a chairman of a district. I will not mention that district. And he was telling me, Mr. Minister, help me. I have a problem with a cow. I said, what is the problem? Can you believe, Mr. Minister? And then he started whispering, on phone. Actually, if you came to my office now and you wanted to help yourself, I don't know what to do. I said, oh, Mr. Chairman, what are you saying? I can't even get toilet paper. I said, Mr. Chairman, I'm the chairman of the district, yes. So that's why you want me to transfer the cow. There is a problem. At that level, even in your own home, you will not manage. If you are such a mayor that you cannot call the town clerk and say, Mr. Town Clerk, look at this report from the environment officer. It says in 2 months we have a problem at our landfill. I want action taken. And then after a week you say, come here, give me a report. And if it's not done, then you have something to take to council and to the minister. We must enforce. Government is about enforcement. Don't join government if you don't want to be hated. And don't think you will enforce things and everybody will start clapping. You are not enforcing. You are just dancing to their tune. So you want a town clerk who is simple, who will do whatever you tell him, Mr. Councillor. That town clerk will get a problem. And I've seen where you get a good town clerk, totally wonderfully appreciated by the mayor, the chairman, and the councillors. Be careful. There's somebody from the Elgon Mountain, where I Queen, or thereabouts, Chogo. You know what happened in Queen? The chairman wanted the minister to transfer the cow because the cow refused the lorry to take building materials to his site. And we went through these meetings and these meetings and these meetings until you had transferred cows. Then you rang, he said, but you have not taken the cow. I said, Mr. Chairman, sir, we are investigating the complaint. And he said, Mr. Minister, I cannot stand this cow another one day. I said, Chairman, we are not in the government to love each other. We are here to deliver service. You have your role, the cow has her role. Then he said, don't blame me if anything happens. I said, Chairman, can you repeat that? I thought I would record it, but it wasn't recorded. But I say what I heard. What do you say? What are you planning to do? Phone went off. What happened the following morning? In the cow's office, strange things happened. Some people splashed feces all over the office. What do you think is the suspect number one? I don't blame anybody, but just my mind was like, my sheep is lost, and your dog's feces include sheep wool. There could be some problem. So whoever thought that cow was going because of the intimidation, after 2 days, a dead dog at her doorstep, another day, some other funny stuff, the cow is still there. And now they have learned to work with her actually. People are adjusting. We must have some bit of muscle. A politician must make sure that your skin is a little bit thick. A politician's skin is never soft, because all sorts of ammunition is coming towards you. And you must stand and say, you remember the chairman who used to whip some people? Because they may not have wanted to elect him again, but people did what he told them. So I like the one who says, really, at least one day in a month, we close for 3 hours, and you issue an ordinance. You issue your own bylaw. Enforcement is about laws, colleagues. How can you be the mayor and I've been here, I've been your minister since you were elected in office. Up to now, I've not seen even a single bylaw from you. Not a single one. Please, enact a supportive instrument to help you. In my town council, in my municipality, every Friday, the last Friday of the month, or the last Saturday of the month, from 7 to 10, it is general cleaning. Everybody enforcement is about making people do what they would not do, yet it's going to help them. Let me go to the next one. T. T is specific for the urban authorities. It is twinning. What is twinning? And that's why I like the UAU. We're here because just the sitting like this, I want to believe that you will learn something from your neighbor. It is a culture in urban authorities that we twin you, we link you to another authority outside the country or even inside. I've seen my sub-county at home coming to some kind of agreement with Bamunanika sub-county somewhere in the world. Ours is agriculture, theirs is, they have a lot of cows and so on, so they want to come and exchange notes. How can you not twin with any other town in Uganda? If you have failed those of East Africa, at least one in Uganda. And people get to know that Kabarole or Fort Portal City is twinned to another city somewhere in a row. Why would I twin Kabarole or Fort Portal City, to the one of Arua? Because 2 years ago, the revenue from Arua Central Market was a big challenge. A very big challenge. They had allowed private markets outside the main market, and people had left their market. We went back with my team, very commendable team, we put the city in order. I think in that market alone, they are now collecting 1.3 billion shillings. Whereas in Banga market in Fort Portal, which I visited at night the other day, just went as a Uganda. Full, packed full. I'm not even collecting 600 million. So why don't you visit? If you are having a problem of garbage, find out how has the other city done it. How has Entebbe municipality, at the level of a municipality, maintained the name of a clean municipality? Is it because they host State House? I don't think so. Is it because they are at the airport? No. But you drive through the streets of Entebbe and you see order. You see cleanliness. So twinning, learning from each other, building our capacity internally by taking good examples will help you in terms of solid waste management. And finally, S is sensitization. Sensitization meaning you will not succeed unless you move the population, your residents with you. People's attitudes must be changed. You have even PDM, one of our pillars is mindset change. You can give somebody $1 million and the next day you don't see even 1,000. And it has already happened. So, please, allow your councillors who are representing certain wards to go back to their wards and sensitize people about solid waste management. You have a committee. You have committee for health. Give them support. Mr. Town Clerk, your role is to actually facilitate the council committees. I've heard of a council where the committees have never been paid any allowance to go out. You only pay them when they come to sit. No, that's wrong. Allow the committee in charge of health solid waste. I can tell you, the councillor will go and talk to the LOC3, the LOC3 will talk to the LOC1, the message will reach LOC1. Let's sensitize it. Let's bring on board the people. It's very painful that you are in your car, you're driving, you're okay, then the person in front of you throws a boat at you. There's one I told my driver, I said, please drive ahead. Overtake him. When we overtook him, we closed the road, I said, please, let's go back. Let's go back and we remove what you have thrown on the road. And he couldn't refuse because I had bodyguards. Now you don't have a bodyguard, I don't know how you But the point is the mind. At that time, what is happening in your mind? So when the North had a problem because of Karuma Bridge, one of the reasons the Minister of Tourism, Wildlife and Antiquities was saying don't go through the park was because we kept throwing things. And yet they are animals. So we agreed as cabinet, we shall check you on entry into the park. We want to see whether there is a bin for garbage, for waste in your car. Can we make it a practice? You are eating grapes in your car, and then you open the window and you throw to who? Actually, when people get to understand, you will know that those things you are throwing away, take them to your banana plantation. You're putting fertilizer. Why are you throwing away fertilizer? You're eating sugar cane, and you believe the street is for throwing anything. And somebody said, and I totally agree with you, even with the bins, even with everything we put in place as authorities, people bring the waste and throw it on the side. So this is the attitude, this is the mind. It must be part of the formula. If you leave it out, you will not succeed. I'm talking of LICETS, lichets. Incidentally, when the garbage starts flowing, it flows into what? Is it lichet or something? But I want to really end at that by requesting, I know we have a lot to talk about. I have seen your questions, I've understood them, but for me, this year is a year for us to fight. It's a year to... By the time you take a plane and you say, I'm going with my family to Kigali, to Mombasa. You are not going to the filthiest family or town. I think we are going to make this an area of assessment for the urban authorities within UAAU. Mr. President, I'm ready to support you so that at the next assembly we rank you. We want to provide our own internal ranking of the most clean city in Uganda. And because we have 10 cities, don't aspire to be number 9. Because your people will be listening. And then we go down to the municipalities and we look for the most clean municipality in Uganda. And we shall put an award as well, plus a penalty. Let's put some bit of rewards. Rewards go with sanctions, obviously. The President has agreed and allowed us to procure your transport. Already written, normally when that happens, you write to public service, they have to clear you, then to finance. So the public service has cleared us, just waiting for clearance by finance. But I can't say that next week or next month. It is a process. Some people think that when you are local, you remain there. The salaries, we did almost succeed last year, but it came at the tail end of the budget. This time we are taking it up from the beginning of the budget. I want to see anybody who will stand in that parliament and say, the mayor or my town council should not get more than 400,000. Really? A leader like you. And for me, what pleases me is when we presented this, the Speaker and all members of Parliament voiced their concern and their support. And the President is in support of this. We must find a way of improving your remuneration. That aside, your remuneration is also tied to your local revenue. I know an authority which is paying their councillors more than $1 million in Uganda. We shall never refuse. We have people from Toronto. The other day they came to me, they said they want to go abroad. Have they gone? Not yet, but I cleared them. I said, do you have the money? Yes. It's in your budget, huh? How many councillors? They said, we want just to see our neighbors in Kenya, what they are doing. There is nothing to stop you, and remuneration of councillors is not the allowance for sitting in council. It is actually the payment for monitoring government activities. The more we earn in terms of our revenue, the better. We are going to continue supporting you with digitization of your revenue. Those authorities who have digitized their revenue collection, it has more than doubled. And I want to encourage you, town clerk, you're listening to me. If IRAS, low grade, whatever, is not yet in your city, in your town, please approach us. Please approach us, because even if government increases pay, you need better revenue. The road fund for town councils, that one I've taken. But there's something I've not heard, and yet I know it's important. The one of your local revenue going to the center. Will you address it? Yes. We agreed, Parliament agreed, and at the beginning of this year, even the Cabinet agreed. So I'm just waiting for an amendment in the law by the Minister of Finance, because that's the ministry which originates the policy. They must change it. Me, I'm an economist, but I don't understand that you collect money from Guru, you bring it to Kampala, you look at it and it's beautiful, then you send it back. Without even a coin of an interest. And if you keep my money, you must pay an interest on it. So on this one, friends, let's continue. Sometimes advocacy and lobbying must be sustained in order to yield great results. And thank you so much for coming. And I want to thank especially your president, the Honorable Simon. He's a good leader. I wish I could see him in Parliament. Maybe the people of Koboko still need him as their mayor. But I can tell you, people of UAU, you're lucky to have a good leader like him. And he's been blessed by having an experienced Secretary General. With a lot of wealth in terms of administration. And how do I know? I see UAU getting more and more stable. I want to thank you for coming and staying up to this time. It takes a bit of resilience. When you go to Chankwanzi, there is somebody who is a sports guru, you say. He's at Parliament, and they always bring him in Chankwanzi to train us. He will tell you the best exercise is mental. And you must exercise, practice, maintain what he calls mental resilience. In other words, at a certain time you feel like going home. I know our working hours stop at 5. But don't be surprised if you find me in office at 10 p.m. And I will not have to call home and say, please bring me food. No. The mind must be resilient, or else you will not manage life. You feel like buying another shirt, but your child has not gone to school. At that level, prioritization starts from the mind. Resilience to carry on in the most difficult circumstances. So that somebody came at, and most likely these are the people who were the first here in the morning. Those who came at 11, they have already gone. That's what differentiates a leader from somebody who is also following other leaders. Finally this time, I've been with associations. I was your Secretary General in Uganda for more than 12 years. I've been in local government, the district planner in Mukono for about 7 years. That's why the Mukono people like me so much, worship the mayor. And I'm part of those who planned Namamve actually, from a forest now to an investment area. You will not survive as a local government if you don't have associations. I'm now in the ministry. Now I can't help you at association level. Me now, I know your tricks, so I know how to counter those tricks as well. But I'm telling you, in terms of policy, in terms of decentralization survival, without ULGA, UAAU, and AMICA, you are in trouble. So pay up your subscriptions. At the municipality, town council, so I can't reach them. We have 580 town councils, 31 municipalities and so many divisions, 25 divisions. I know that if I call Sanya and say, come and we talk, then I know that I've reached. So it's important. They help you in a budget negotiation. Every year, they put up a team to negotiate with each ministry on the budget for the next financial year. How do they do it? They need your pay. Please, don't be jealous to yourself that you can't pay the mother who is helping you. If I'm the mayor and my town council has not paid, or my municipality, even from here I have the one-on-one with the town clerk. What do we do? I know we don't have money in local government, but it's a chicken and egg. Without the association, then you cannot improve your capacity and lobby and so on, and even training. So please take it from me as a former Secretary General of your associations. You need to subscribe annually. And your worship, I will not have any problem if you come and you say, by the way, in our list of all the urban authorities this year, we we are leaving out 1, 2, 3. Because I know that you have decided to be outside the family. Please pay your subscription. May God bless you. May you have a nice assembly. Thank you so much for listening.